Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we once again have another big restock that's going on. That's been going on for at least a little while over here, and it's been up long enough with stock still available that I want to go and give you guys a quick little rundown on it and kind of give you guys a reminder that it's up, give you guys a chance to go check it out, and as well kind of do the kind of usual talks we've been doing throughout these past few days. Now, I usually obviously don't want to be doing this non-stop as well when it comes into, like just being like, oh my god, it's so big, oh my god, it's so huge, oh my god, this, or this. But we have had a lot of really good successes. We've had a lot of people getting stock. We've had a lot of people getting the hookup. So I kind of figured it's kind of a good purpose for my YouTube channel to let you guys go and know all about it. So let's go talk about it. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the signups if you guys want to do that instead. I know some folks are actually waiting for the Amazon drop itself. We have the Twitter and Twitch room been hanging out down below. Got the people, got the Coinbase, got the targets, got all that good stuff, and let's go and dive on into everything. So as you guys can probably go and tell, because this has kind of been a big trend, I would say, this past 2 weeks. Once again, today, we actually still have a pretty big, and even if you guys are watching this video probably for the next 1 to 3 hours, just depending, maybe even a little bit longer, because these past 5 days or so, we've actually had so many, so that this actually might even go longer than expected. Obviously, depends on Sony, depends on the stock, depends on everything else, so it always kind of just depends. But for this, we actually might be still having stock up for quite some time. So with this, as you guys could probably guess what I'm alluding to, the PlayStation Directs, once again, are all up in business, all up and get stock. And we've overall actually have at least a few little new tricks too as well that apparently have been ongoing when it comes to all these consoles. So kind of cool stuff. So the very first kind of, I guess, big news or big thing to talk about is that the drop is once again, the restocks once again are live again. So what does that mean? As I'm clicking on the actual PlayStation Direct, which I did try my best to tweet out. If you guys ever want to follow on Twitter, definitely do it. As you guys are seeing me literally clicking on the Direct link, over and over again, there is no queue. That is phenomenal. So if you guys typically have seen those whenever you see the queues themselves pop up throughout the past 2 years, we usually have never had an instance where there is no queue, where there is just you instantly click on the link and you instantly get in. So what does that mean? Number one, that's huge news just because when it comes to normal PlayStation 5 stock availability, that means that nowadays it's not at least for these PS Directs. The PS Directs I feel always have huge stock and really good anti-botting, at least it seems like it, and as well really good for accounts. So that's good by itself. Having more of a chance and a longer chance to get your consoles, that is huge. Although these have been a little bit on the earlier side, so I'm sure some person out there who might even see this video 3 hours from now when the drop might be done, and then they're awkwardly well, I have to work 9 to 5, or maybe even someone in California that's technically ending at 7 o'clock, so 5 hours after the drop itself. That is still obnoxious. That is still annoying, and it's still harder for some of those folks, especially if you're just a normal working person. And I do know that's been kind of the biggest struggle, I think, for a lot of these restocks. You work a normal 9 to 5, say GameStop drops usually dropped at 10:30 because they were usually late. Walmart drops at 2 p.m. Get a little bit annoying if you're still at work. Sometimes your bosses don't let you just go off on your phone for 30 minutes or go and have to check the stuff up, or maybe you're working construction, maybe you're doing babysitting, maybe you have an important job, maybe you're in a meeting, I know that's kind of been of annoyance. But at least for this, the fact that these drops, the last 4 PlayStation Direct drops, which we've seen for the past 2 weeks, have been up for multiple hours. To the point of right now, this drop's been ongoing for a while, and I was debating if I should even make this video, because what if the stock went out, and what if the stock was gone? But even now, we are still seeing stock showing up, where if you wanted to, I think you could. If you see this video, you guys go on Twitter really quick and click on the link, you should, in theory, unless we get unlucky, or maybe a half hour from now, 2 hours from now, whenever it may be, might be sold out. People still obviously want and need their PlayStations. We still have scalpers selling stock. We still have botters, all that junk. But, like, it's just been great. Like, this to me is, like, the freedom. It almost, like, generally feels like the freedom where we can finally just go and get our stock and finally just get the hookup and finally just go and click on a link. You don't got to sit through some queues and go from there. Now, granted, there is still a queue at the very start, but most of the queue times I've been seeing have been, like, 15 to, like, 30 minutes. And as I've mentioned, sometimes we've been seeing these ongoing drops for quite some time. So if they've been sitting there for quite some time, that means that usually by that time, like, you guys see the drop, even if it's a few hours later on Twitter or even a YouTube video like this, you just gotta, like, kind of what I said and just showed you guys, just kind of instantly get clicked on in. So these PlayStation Directs have been ripping. These have been going great. These have been going phenomenal. And this is the type of drops I personally wanted to see when we've been tracking the stuff, like, 9 months ago, right before the holiday season. That's what I wanted to appreciate. That's what I wanted to see. These are the drops I was like, this is exciting. If this drop would have happened 9 months ago, we had 4 of these that went on for 3 hours, I would have probably been done with this restock tracking and restock hunting ages ago. So thankfully for us, it does kind of seem like we're getting to the point where Sony is listening to us. They are selling stock. And now it may have just taken them to go do more Horizon bundles, or maybe that extra $50 is actually a way bigger deterrent than we maybe even assume. In all honesty, you guys can leave a comment down below, but I have loved seeing this. Love seeing it. So overall, give me your thoughts on this. But a one little trick / thing we've kind of noticed too, and I did want to bring this up. What we've been seeing is that the PlayStation Directs actually have been kind of front-loading / partial reloading PlayStation 5 Horizon bundles throughout the entirety of like those 3-4 hours, however long these PS Direct drops have been going. So what does that mean? So as you guys know, we have been seeing these drops going for a long time. What we've been noticing is that sometimes even whenever stock is sold out, so let's say hypothetically this PlayStation 5 on the PlayStation Direct, imagine this is sold out. What we have been seeing is that every 5 to 10 minutes, even after it says it's sold out, and you have the queue system and everything else, we actually have been seeing them now reloading the stock. So basically more stock is showing up, and Sony themselves are kind of doing a staggered release when it comes to all of their consoles. We kind of saw similar stuff when it came to Walmart. Sometimes for Best Buy, we'll see them do even 3 waves, so they do one big wave to kind of chill for a little bit, they come back, they kind of chill a little bit, and they come back. And we kind of usually assume that's kind of the turn off botters, because say you're running a program, the program maybe doesn't hit for 20 minutes, and then it's turned off. Or 10 minutes, they just turned off. Or even scalpers leave, or just impatient people are like, whatever, I gotta get back to taking care of my kids, going to work, walking the dog, whatever, may have a snack, whatever it may be. So we have now been seeing that noticed a lot more with these PlayStation 5 Horizon bundles, and some other stuff are also just kind of coming in and out of stock. Now, it may be slightly more different, though, because maybe it's just in regards to maybe canceled orders, or maybe someone has it in their, cart. You know how, you have, the little checkout cart, and then maybe it holds it for, 10 minutes, and then maybe they're like, hey, this person still hasn't checked out. Let's go and reopen, the API and kind of give out more stock to other folks. So we have been noticing that, and that's kind of, I think, a big thing to pay attention to, because sometimes, like I said, these drops can be, 3 hours long. Now, I'm just not sure if they just have a random huge burst of stock in the next few weeks. It might, calm down, or if this is, just a sign of a really good thing to come, because we also are still waiting for a lot of the Amazon Horizon bundles to drop. We've still been seeing Best Buy walk-ins pretty consistently. We've been seeing Target pretty consistently, GameStop still, if you guys have been watching the day-to-day videos. But everything I'm seeing with this has been great. I have been loving this. I have been loving the fact that so many people are getting successes. I'm loving the fact that even restock trackers are doing multiple pings, basically from me being a tweet and then also doing a YouTube video on it. And the fact that there is still stock available after all this stuff. I mean, granted, if we see this video, if you're unlucky, timing-wise, maybe not. But this has just been such a good feeling. This is almost like a weight is being lifted off my chest. This is almost like freedom coming back to me. I don't know whatever words are best words to explain it, but I am just feeling great. I am just feeling good, and I'm feeling happy about this. I love seeing Sony coming in clutch. I love seeing all these drops. I love seeing these drops last a long time. Now, granted, we still have to see how these other ones may do. Like I said, the next Amazon drop, if they even do one or whatever. But I am loving this. I am living for this. It's just a good feeling. So if you guys want to go check on the PS Directs, feel free to creep on the Twitter. As I mentioned, we should have the link out for it. And as well, it should be up for a while. The last few have been up for quite some time, and as of now, these are looking still available to me. and also reports to it. We've also even seen, people actually get it itself. So, like, this is looking pretty good. So give me your thoughts and comments down below as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for that brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital consoles and all that signups. Twitter and Twitch streams down below. Weeble Coinbase is down below and all that junk. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching and everything else.